guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here today to talk all about the new Loreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm so excited. And I'm going to do a little demo and try it on for the very first time. I haven't even touched it. The guy has still got his little thing on it, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. I'm really excited because it's like a good bargain product. It's something that everybody can afford. It's amazing for summer to give your skin that glow and that luminosity. It's hydrating. So yeah, if you want to see what happens, stay tuned, girl. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk price points, all that good stuff. This is a full ounce of product, which is what you get in most normal foundations, even your high-end brands. This goes for, it said $12.99 at Ulta, but $11.99 at Target. So I'm going to say 12 bucks. I bought it at my local drugstore or Wegmans. Woo! If anybody knows about Wegmans. Yeah, it's like my food store, but it's also Mecca. Anyways, I bought it there for $12, and I was super excited to try it. I got the color 210 Classic Tan, which is the color I have in the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. So I was like, it's got to be around the same color, right? I'm looking in the... Yeah. That's my only qualm, is that you can't swatch, like, on your chin or on your neck the actual color like you can in a high-end store, but that's okay. $12, it'll get you far. So I am, just a little prerequisite, combination skin, mostly oily, very oily in the T-zone. I did prep my skin first with Professional from Benefit. The other thing I would prep my skin with would probably be the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in the Oil Control. If I was having a really oily day, but I'm not, so whatever. Yeah, so back to like sizes and everything. This has SPF 15 in it, a radiant finish for normal to dry hydrating skin, and a full ounce of product for $12. And just a nice comparison, Laura Mercier has a Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. This is a full ounce of product, and yeah, it just gives a beautiful glow. I used it in my spring foundation tutorial. I love this foundation, but it does run you, I believe, $46. So just a nice comparison for the same amount of product for a whole different price. And if you do the right application, I don't see why that product wouldn't work as well as the other. You know? So yeah, I think that's all I really have to talk about it until I try it on and see. They did have a nice range of colors. I mean, I'll say it was a really nice range of color. Oh, it says the texture on the back too is air light, which is nice. Shake well before using. But yeah, I was shocked. I mean, usually when you see a lot of these brands, who am probably like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, like a medium skin tone or so, I actually am on the really dark end in range of the foundations, and there's like 92, you know, alabaster, ivory foundations, and it's just kind of strange. So I will say that I thought the color palette for these was pretty good. It was decent, so that was nice. So yeah, let's get to trying it out and talk about it and see how it goes. So I already primed my skin, as I said, just to help with my pores and to mattify my skin a little bit. I don't know how this is going to work on super oily people. I really have no clue. But my skin, it can kind of go both ways, and as of late, I must be transitioning into like a new piece in my life. My skin's been a little bit drier, so I'm like, this has got to be able to work. I did conceal this nice giant pimple literally in the middle of my entire face. So that was that. And I had to wait to do this video for a little bit because I was having like texture issues. It must be menstrual hormonal. I don't know. I don't care. So yeah, so I'm going to take a little bit of this. Take the little finger dinger off the top, the little sticky dad. Maybe not. And I'm just going to squeeze like a nice little bit in the palm of my hand. Oh, it comes out very nice. Not like a leaky top or anything, so that's really good. Sometimes you squeeze some of these foundations out and it just keeps pouring out. And you're like, oh God, okay. And now my favorite technique is to, a little bit. Whatever. My favorite technique is to actually pick it up, dab it on my face first, and then go in and blend it out with a brush. Weirdly enough, on the back of this, it says the best way to apply this is to dot onto skin in rolling motions for flawless coverage, like with the applicator. And I don't mess with that. I don't think that's a good thing. So I would take your finger and start to dab this all over your face at like so, just to start getting some nice coverage. And then we'll go in and blend this guy out and just see how it looks and how it feels. 9 times out of 10 in the summer, I do add like the Laura Mercier bronze. I'm looking for a tissue. Can't find. But I do add the Laura Mercier bronze, or I add like the Celestial Liquid Skin from Kevyn Aucoin, like something to give a highlight to this. But just to show how truly this works or how well it does on my skin, I am just going to go in with that foundation and just a little bit of primer. I do have my MAC Fix Plus. I'm just going to spray it on my Morphe M439 a little bit, and then we're going to go in and kind of dab around and start seeing, you know, if this can hang with the skin. I think it's going to do great. I think it's going to do great. So yeah, I'm just doing some dabbing, pressing motions with the brush first, and then I'm just kind of sweeping it around the face. A lot easier to do when you do apply the product first to your face. I find that that is always helpful. And then afterwards too, I am going to go in with a damp beauty blender and just make sure we have no harsh lines. But it, oh, okay. Hi. How pretty. So far so good. Yeah, I think that's pretty nicely blended, I would say. I always say the true key though is we're going to set it with some powder and concealer and some bronzer and blush and just, you know, highlight and see how that really sets and sits in the face, because I think that is like a huge indicator of whether this is like awesome or not. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to dab just a little more on in the palm of my hand, and I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. If you don't have this one, a really good affordable one is the Real Techniques sponge, which is also sold at Ulta for like a couple beans. And I'm just going to like analyze my face and start dabbing and pressing into places that I think need a little more coverage, or just, you know, help even out the skin tone a little bit. Everyone's hormonal and has discoloration, so it's important to go back and make sure that you evenly apply your foundation to your skin. For flawless, good coverage. And if you're like a lucky bean who has perfect skin, just take a beauty blender anyways and make sure it's nice and damp and clean and fresh, and just go around the face and make sure there are no weird streaks. Everything is blended out beautifully. But so far so good. I'm liking it. My skin doesn't feel dry or stiff or anything from when I'm looking in the camera with the lighting. It's got a nice glow. So let's see how well this glows and picks up with a little concealer and whatnot. Oh, my nose. So I'm just going to color correct really quick under my eye with a little bit of red from the Anastasia Medium Contour Kit. As per usual, I have a little shadowing under my eye, as most of you know who are not new to my channel, so I always try to go in and color correct a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Weightless Naked Flawless Coverage Concealer in medium neutral, and I'm going to go pretty light just because it is, I am in like my deeper tone, I should say, because of the summer months, and that's light. And then maybe just a little on the foreheady, on the nose, the huge. Just to see how this sits in, how it looks. I like this. I think it gives, you know, again, in that comparison of the Laura Mercier, I think it gives really nice coverage. I'm not upset in the least. I'm just dabbing out with a damp beauty blender to ensure good coverage for concealer. I do like about this foundation too, it's not pulling any like, you know, noticeable flaws in my face. It is keeping my skin looking really healthy and glowy and dewy, so that's pretty awesome, I would say. Then I'm just going to set everything with my giant, my new, I had to buy another one, of course, like, tell me you're shocked, my banana powder. And I'm just going to we'll take the Morphe E48, tap a little powder in there and start to set everything. I'm not going to bake. And I don't want to set my whole face because I don't want this to turn into a mattified thing. Just where I place that concealer to make sure that I don't experience creasing or anything of that nature. But it's mainly just to help set the concealer again. I want to keep this as glowy as humanly possible. So anywhere I'm like oily, mainly in my T-zone, I want to make sure that I do that. Yeah. So let's go in with some bronzer. Wow. Same bronzer as always. I'm going to pick up, I'm going to put the cap on this just to be safe. Put the cap on that. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Hourgalss Ambient Lighting Powder in Radiant Bronze Light. And I'm going to take the Morphe M527 Natural Hair Brush, and we're just going to, not contour, but bronze around the outer portions of our face just to see, you know, the luminosity that this creates. I don't contour a crazy amount in the summer just because I do like to keep my face just like that natural, you know, island vibe glow. Bringing it back to the roots, guys. Back to the roots. Want to look good, want to look fresh. Pretty. Oh, so pretty. I don't mean that in a vain way. I know I look at myself and I'm like, so pretty. But I mean it more in an ideal that, like, this is really picking up some nice, beautiful tones. It looks really nice. Like, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing as it's going on my skin. Like, I could wear this every day and feel really good about my makeup, I think. I am, yes, using mainly high-end products to apply on top of it, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. I don't think that makes much of a difference. But yeah, that Radiance bronze looks beautiful. Oh my god. Okay, I can't wait to have blush and highlight and see how that works. So the blush I'm going in today with, oh my god, I didn't bring a blush brush. Did I? No, we'll make it work. Doesn't matter. Makeup Geek Chivalry. I am addicted to this blush. I'm just going to take it on the same bronzer brush since I forgot. And I'm just going to sweep it into the apples of the cheeks because you don't need a lot. These are extremely pigmented. Look at that. Love it. Picking up that nice pimple on the face. Yes, girl. But I think that looks great. It does. It feels really good though. Looks good. Guys, those blushes are still like... Okay. And then mother. I broke that. Time out. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. I'm going to go in with my Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Palette. Champagne Collection Palette. The Champagne Palette. Whatever it is. And I'm going to go in and mix Prosecco and Champagne Pop on my all my Morphe brushes today. My Morphe 601 fan brush. I'm going to pick up both. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, spray it on there just to help keep the dewiness alive. And then we're going to bring this on the apples of the cheeks. Hello, highlight. Ooh, yes. Picking up that pimple, girl. But that is really pretty and glowy and stunning. I really am loving this though. I'm enjoying myself. If you can't tell. That's why I do this. I love it. And a little down the nose. What do we think, guys? A little beauty blender out on it. Yeah. I'm thinking lovely thoughts. Okay, I really enjoy this. And then I'm just going to spray a little bit with the Urban Decay Long Lasting Setting Spray, the All-Nighter. Just let everything sit. And you guys, I am A-okay with this foundation. You guys, I am here and I approve of this foundation. What a great, awesome, affordable summer alternative for a foundation. And not even just summer. I think if you have normal skin all year round, or if you have dry skin, you want something hydrating to help your skin even throughout those winter months. I mean, yeah, it's really good stuff so far. I think it's good. Maybe in my favorites in a couple weeks too, I can follow back with it if I really do end up using it a lot and loving it. But I think this was a success. I'm not seeing any weird crepiness or it sitting in my pores strange or anything like that. It feels good on my face. Oh my god. Typical me. Typical. But it feels really good on my skin. And I think the rest of my powder and everything set really nicely with it too. So I approve. But yeah, just a little rundown again. It is SPF 15. It is a full ounce of product, 24-hour wear, $12 at your local drugstore. So very affordable. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I can't say anything bad about it. I'm really loving it. I keep reading the bottle just to see if I missed anything. My guess is that it is not like wax or paraben free or any of those ingredients. So if your skin is a little more sensitive, I might err on the side of caution, just as a little bing on that. But other than that, yeah, you're good to go. It's pretty awesome. I hope you enjoyed that review. This was fun. I love trying on stuff on camera and seeing what it looks like and what it's going to do for the face. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Cool. Okay, anything else you want me to try on? You gotta let me know so I can... That was aggressive. You guys have to let me know so I can do it. I'm gonna add on a gloss real quick. So like this look looks really finished. So just give me like a hot sec. There she is. Okay, so I found my YSL gloss. Let's just put this on. Girl. Talk about a confidence booster. Yeah, no, I love this. So, yeah, that's all I have, my baby dolls. And I will talk to you guys soon. And I hope you were enjoying all of your summer. And I hope everyone had an awesome 4th of July weekend as well. And I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.